So the longer I'm in this coaching game for, and the longer I'm in business, which has been over 11 years now, and the more I work with businesses in the startup phase at 6 figures, multi-6 figures, and multi-millions per year, the more I really, really believe that there is so much bullshit around what it takes to grow a business from 0 to 150K per year. The process that you actually need to follow in order to grow a business to that level is fucking simple. It is so simple, yet there are so many individuals out there teaching the most advanced, complex systems to do it that it's ridiculous. And I take a little bit of ownership on this because I've kind of romanticized with the technicalities of it before earlier on in my career. But here's the funny thing, is it's actually quite simple. Yet if you have the belief system that it's going to be hard, then your mind is going to look for all of the reasons as to why it's hard to confirm that belief to itself. And then surprise, surprise, Merry fucking Christmas, it's hard. So I'm done with the bullshit and I just want to simplify it for you. There's a guy called Ant and he's in our community called Nexus. And we implemented this with him not too long ago, a couple of months ago, and he's gone boom, and he's now ready for 150 to 200K per year. You can look him up and you'll see that he's dialed this process. Very fucking proud of you, Ant. Very fucking proud of you. I've said that before. Ant is simply the first person that came to mind. There's many people doing this inside of Nexus. And of course, I love all of you and I'm proud of you all. You're fucking savages. Anyway, here are the steps. Step number 1, understand your realm of skills. Now, when I say your realm of skills, what I mean is your zone, your area. My realm of skills is in humans. While I coach business, it's through my insane understanding of humans and my ability to have them perform at insane levels and my ability to understand the psychology of marketing and the psychology of sales, etc., that actually allows me to do what I do. My realm of skill sets sits in human behavior and business. That's the realm. So step 1, I've identified my realm of skills. So now if you're thinking, for example, like the business coaching life looks cool, maybe that's what I want to do, you're going to ruin yourself if you don't first ask yourself, is that my realm of skills? And if you are highly skilled in a particular realm, you should have some evidence that backs that up. I've built so many 6-figure businesses, I can't even explain. I have helped people scale multi-million-dollar businesses. I have a lot of evidence that shows me I'm really fucking good at it. So you've got a realm of skills in fitness and biomechanics and human health and all the rest of it. You've got a realm of skills in business. You've got a realm of skills in relationships because you've been married and you're in a beautiful relationship and blah, blah, blah. You've got a realm of skills in outdoor exploration and hunting, for example. Know your realm. Step 2 is to identify an incredibly specific, real problem that people are having that is solved by your set of skills. For example, our high-end one-on-one coaching experience. This solves the problem of savage leaders not having the leadership skills, the internal capacity, and the flowing systems to scale their business to $1 million a year. That is absolutely in my realm of skills. I have absolutely done it before, and it is absolutely a tangible, specific problem. Now, if you're working in the personal growth space, or you're working in the fitness space, or you're working in any space that helps someone feel better, you're in the danger zone. You've got a secret weapon, but if you don't use it right, it'll be a fucking curse and it'll backfire in your face. The weapon is that the result you really provide is intangible. People feel better, and we don't have a feel better-o-meter to measure that. So what you need to do instead is you need to get very specific on exactly what is happening in this person's life that is a fucking problem. If someone has no energy and they cannot keep up with their kids and be the father that they know they should be, that's a fucking problem. And if you can solve the problem of men looking at themselves in the mirror thinking, I'm a shit father and I'm a shit husband, then we are 80% of the way there. If you work in fitness, for example, and you're helping people increase their energy levels, that's not tangible, that's not specific. What is tangible and what is specific is you helping people obliterate midday fatigue, perform better at work, and get promoted. For some of you, it might be so simple. Problem, you're fat as fuck. Solution, you're jacked. Simple. So you've identified your realm of skills. You've identified a problem that is solved by your realm of skills. Now the third step is to audit your skills. So before we talked about like the realm of skills, a sort of broad area that you can place yourself and go, I'm skilled in this realm. But now we've got a specific problem that needs to be solved. And it's now time for you to look at your skills and say, okay, what do I need to dedicate myself to becoming a master at? For example, in the early days of business for me, I realized that if I wanted to help people drastically scale into high six figures, I needed to become fucking amazing at selling. And not only at selling, but teaching sales. So I ruthlessly dedicated myself to this. I spent years getting better and better and better and better and better at sales. I spent years teaching sales, optimizing the system, because I knew that it was the skill that solved the problem. As well as that, I understood that state optimization and perspective shifting was an incredibly powerful skill that I could use to help my audience solve their problem. Now, be real with yourself. If you're not really fucking good at it, you either A, need to stop solving that problem because you're out of your lane, or B, you need to dedicate yourself to becoming insanely fucking good at that immediately. Because the thing is, you're not going to fake your way there. Not only will it not work in today's age where marketing is absolutely saturated everywhere, there's also a major fucking ethical and moral question. If you're teaching something you're shit at, audit your skills and become a master. Fourth step, solve the problem better than anybody else. Now, better means that you're going to solve it in 3 ways better than anybody else: holistically, more sustainably, and or more rapidly. I'll give you a hint. Most people just go for rapid. That's pretty saturated. Master all 3, you're unfucking touchable. Now here's where you get to be creative as well. If you're at the same level of skill as somebody else, as your competitors, that doesn't mean that you cannot blow them away by just solving the problem in a better way. For example, you could have someone just as good at teaching sales as I am, but I obliterated most people because I got people in person, I sold in a specific way, I gave them the system to go and implement, I gave them the follow-ups, we made sure, blah, 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 blah. It was the way I designed my offer, the way I designed my service that blew the competitors away. So now you've got same skill, but I win because my offering was better. But again, to reiterate, if your skill's not there, no amount of incredible offer is ever going to compensate for it. Now the last step is to become a ruthless fucking savage on implementing all of this. Now I know this doesn't sound as tangible as you would like it to sound, but hear me out on this. If you do these steps, if you understand your realm of skills, if you identify a specific problem, if from there you audit your skills and then you start solving the problem better than anybody else, the last thing is left is for you to be a ruthless fucking savage. And it's just the truth. Because when you're not that, you're hesitating about the video to put out there, or you're hesitating about the way to talk about yourself, or, oh, you don't know the marketing strategy and this guy's talking about the marketing funnel that you need. You actually don't need fucking any of that to scale, to simply grow and hustle to 150 a year. You do not need any of that. Get out of your fucking head. Stop listening to people that do not know what they're talking about or are completely disassociated from that income bracket. This will not get you to $500,000 a year. But when you're at 150, the strategy will change. But if you implement the strategy of a $500,000 a year business now, before you're at 150, you're basically putting a cruise ship engine on a tinny, on a little paddle boat. It'll sink your ship. For now, it is your time to get out of your own way, get out of your head, follow the simple steps in this video, and make sure everyone knows just how fucking well you solve this problem. Get your testimonials filmed, make sure everybody knows about them, get your clients referring, solve the problem incredibly fucking well, sell with all the enthusiasm and passion and ruthless savagery of someone that genuinely wants to help people solve problems. And I'll meet you at 150 and I'll show you how to scale from there. Now, it feels borderline unethical for me to not put step 5.5 in here. And that is to surround yourself with those savages. If you're hanging around with fucking Muppets, you're going to become one. If you're hanging around with people that are hesitating and wondering and thinking and dreaming and all the rest of it, you're never going to get there. And while I won't make this a sales video, this is exactly why we created Nexus. So that you can be flushed with savages on the same mission that you're on, and you can become the 5 people you spend the most time with, and you can be called forward as a leader, as an individual, as a savage business owner in ways you never have before. If you're interested in that, check the link out in the description below. Other than that, to recap it one more time for you, understand your realm of skills, identify an incredibly specific, tangible problem, audit your skills, make sure you're a master or becoming one, solve the problem better than anyone else, and then turn into a ruthless savage. And I'll see you on the next one.